Hello everybody and welcome back to Pravus Gaming and more Hearts of Iron 4 Waking the Tiger, playing as Communist China. We've landed in Japan and we're approaching unimposed. No opposition. Take everything from them. No surrender for anyone is what I'm trying to... Oh, never mind, we encountered opposition. Well, to be honest, I think that's going to be fine, though. He doesn't seem to have very much defending the island itself, which is not that uncommon for Japan. If you can't actually get there, then you pretty much can start to dominate. Getting there's the trick. But, for whatever reason, it looks like their navy is occupied otherwise, probably with the United States. So that makes things pretty easy. Let's just go ahead and kill them. Military access from the German Republic. Sure, because they are a thing now. I forgot about that. We'll just go ahead and get a slight surround in on this guy. There we go. I mean, yeah. Just don't let him get any organization back and push until it's the end of time. Military access from Republican Spain. Sure. Because they're Democrats now. Command power. Can we get, like, another general? Because I need a new commander. Requires political power. Let's just see. I want to know what happens when you get a new commander. Does it start with a set number of stats, or does it randomly generate? We got a level 1. So it does start at the very beginning. He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible. Okay, not a fan of that guy. Now we know. We know how that works now. Now one thing we could do... Well, let's see. Hang on. Construction repair we don't need. We could start working down this. Now, apparently I'm still wrong on this point. And I'm very confused exactly how the faction mechanics work and what the prerequisites are. Because, I swear to God, in my test game, one of many, when I was fighting with the Russians against Japan, and I picked this up not realizing what was going to happen, it created the new faction automatically, kicked me out of common turn, and the Soviets left the war. I swear that's what happened, but I just did another round of tests, because I'm confused about the faction mechanics, and it did not kick me out of common turn, it did absolutely nothing, and then I couldn't create a faction for some reason, so I'm not sure what's going on here. We could start working toward the People's Republic to get rid of the aftermath of the Long March, which is a good idea. Not much to do down here, really. I don't see a point in integrating or conquering Tibet. Don't see a point of this right now. Don't see a point of this. Now, I did say before, by the way, that we wouldn't be able to do anything with these national focuses unless these guys flip to communism. That's not necessarily true. If they like me enough, we could do it. We have to have an opinion. A good opinion. It's a little harder to do that with someone of a completely different ideology. That's the only downside, but you know what? We probably could make something like this work. Reach out to France, reach out to the US. Let's go ahead and start working down the Marxism with Chinese characteristics. I want to know exactly what's going to happen. And since we have so much political power, they don't absolutely despise me, minus 24, but if we spent long enough with our political power, then maybe, just maybe, we can get these guys to like me. Let's start improving relations so we can open up some new national focus options. And we'll see what happens. The big question to me at this point is what is going to happen with Russia in this peace deal? What are they going to give me? Is this going to, in fact, be a better deal than if I had joined up with China to fight against Japan? Or is it going to be worse, and the Soviets are going to take everything because they have a pretty good amount of war score? I don't know yet. I'm very curious to find out. Let's go ahead and start ramping up that anti-tank. We need to trade for some more resources. We'll keep trading with the Soviets, I suppose, for now. We need a bit of rubber. Let's just go ahead and get one factory's worth. We need some more aluminum. And a bit more oil. Okay, that'll be good enough for now. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This is the gamble that I took at the beginning of the series, because the plan was always to go with the communists. I mean, again, I know I made a mistake with the Comintern faction, but the plan always was to go with Comintern eventually and let the Soviets do a lot of the fighting to try and see if that would be a better strategy. Thus far, I'm not convinced one way or the other. Land doctrine we're still working on. I could go for some artillery upgrades. We could go for an upgrade to some tanks. And you know what? Now that we're starting to get some extra factories, I will do exactly that. Hello, Republican Italy. Did you know, by the way, you can form the Roman Empire now? And I think you can form the Byzantine Empire as well. They've added in some new formable nations in the game. It's not the most practical thing, and I don't think that it actually does much of any good. Like, I don't think you really gain much for it aside from a tag change, but it looks cool. To be like, hey, I'm Italy, and I formed the Roman Empire. Or, hey, I'm Germany, and I formed the European Union. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Let's go ahead and grab that so I don't have to worry about it. We got Tokyo, okay, and once again, it looks like the Japanese cannot withstand against me at all. This is a complete onslaught. Beautiful. Looks like some navies are fighting down here, though I don't know much about it. I wonder if the Americans are about to start landing some ships. They might be landing some troops of their own. We have some more free dockyards, which we'll go ahead and use on some convoys. More military factories. What do we need? We actually have a surplus of a lot of stuff. I'd love to get the anti-tank. More motorized wouldn't be bad either, because I do want to train up some motorized divisions. So let's do some of that. We're already capped out on the anti-tank, but we can add in another row. And I do need a little bit more oil if we are going to do that. Let's trade with... Yugoslavia would not require any convoys, so let's trade with them. There we go. All right. All right. Resistance to occupation. No surprises there. If we have 800 summon anti-tank, can we go ahead and update these guys now? I'm capped out on the army experience, so we might as well do some support anti-tank, so let's do that like so. These guys don't have any artillery in their mix. Do we want to start switching over to the standard infantry artillery compositions? It's not a bad idea. Let's duplicate this template, and what I'm going to do is remove 3 of these and replace them with artillery. That's 20 combat width. And we'll have to give a new icon. Let's go for the fist. And this will be my 20 width infantry plus artillery divisions, like so. Okay, that creates a new one that we can start transitioning to if I want the extra soft attack. And depending on what happens with the Allies or with the Soviets, I'm probably going to want that. The anti-tank will certainly be useful, because I don't have a tank advantage right now. So, there we go. Keep going, guys! Beat all the Japanese! Beat them up! Beat them all up! My dad is bigger than your dad. Or something. I don't know. Alright. Now, I don't want to declare war on these guys yet, because then they'll probably just join the co-prosperity sphere and drag out the war. And that might get me a tiny bit more war score, but I don't know if it will get me what I want. So we're not going to worry about it. We'll worry about that after the war is over. Military access from the Republic of Bulgaria. Sure. Hello. What's this? The Soviets are killing... They're trying to move some troops back into Japan. That's not going to do you a lot of good. Let's try crossing this strait, because I'd like to go ahead and grab Kochi as well. Seems like we can make a push toward Hiroshima pretty much unopposed, which is nice. You guys start pushing this way. One of you go this way. There we go. Let's have you assist. There we go. This should be fine. The only reason I have to manually control this is because we don't have a front line here after all. More factories. Max out the motorized. Dockyards. Oh, interesting. You can't do the 5 times on convoys. I guess that makes sense, because if you could do the same, like, 5 times thing for ships, then you could put out an actual whole battleship once every few days, and they don't want that. The Navy has to be a little bit different, so I guess that's okay. Let's go ahead and ramp up even more convoys, because they're still useful. Let's trade for a bit more steel. We are stealing quite a few civilian factories, which is excellent. You don't have enough tungsten, so forget that. Let's trade with, let's trade with the United States. Start building up some friendship with them. Bit more rubber, and I guess we'll trade with the United States for some oil as well. We don't hate the United States. They're okay. You guys are going to keep going this way, then you're going to push across this way. We're just going to go for a backdoor approach. Sure, Romania. Again, I don't see the points, but if that's what you want, you can have it. Okay, you guys are going to go down this way and head straight toward Nagasaki. You are going to go up to Kokura? Something Japanese? I don't know how you pronounce it. But if we can grab this straight real quick, he's going to be stuck. And sure enough, he's stuck. So he's going to get overrun now, which is excellent. There's nothing he can do. You're going to go here. There we go. Good, good. He should be instantly overrun and dead and dead. And you guys are going to head toward Nagasaki. You guys are going to also head toward Nagasaki. Apparently we're blocked off here, and it looks like the Japanese Navy is back. Okay. Well, they're a little late, but they're now blocking me from crossing certain straits. Fortunately, we already have troops over here, and he is stuck in this sea tile, not this sea tile, so we can still cross. It's just a little bit slow. You go ahead and work your way toward Kagoshima. That should be Nagasaki down, and Japan capitulates! Great news! We win! Thank you for all your infantry equipment and stuff. All right. All right, how do we want to do this? How do we block the Soviets from taking much? Because they have a lot of war score. I think we want to go ahead and start a puppet for Japan. If we get this first one, the Soviets won't do it. And I think as long as we have the puppet of Japan, they won't take any of these Japanese cores. So Korea and Eastern China, I think they'll leave alone. I don't know what they're going to do with Manchukuo. So let's grab these to sort of join up my lands like this. That way I can get to Korea, guaranteed, and he may not take these. We'll take some of this. Now, let's start working down reorganized China. They have some steel that I want. Oh, that's too much. What else can I take? We can get this, but I really want the steel. But I think we have to bridge this gap, or else he might block us off. We can get the oil at least. End turn. Take this. Wait. Aha! The Soviets did take a puppet. Manchukuo is their puppet now. Okay. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. Oh no, he's not going to do that to China, is he? Is he going to do that to reorganize China? Please don't. These are my cores, Soviets. I want these. You don't understand. It's mine. End turn. No! Damn it! Soviets, what the crud? These are my cores. It's China. It's proper China. It's mine. Dang you! Taking this. You can't have it. Unbelievable. They just blocked me from taking over my freaking land. We're going to go ahead and finish our war scores against Tibet. And turn. I need to make sure I hand some of this land off to Japan. Actually, I want to make sure that I grab Korea. Again, I think that they will leave... I think they'll leave the Japanese lands alone because it's my puppet. I think. We'll take these. Can't do that. End turn. I'm a little concerned about this. Pass, pass. Grab that. I'm going to make sure I grab the coast of Japan. Oh, sorry, of China. It's mine. Okay. That's all for me. And turn. They did take this land, so they're not going to hold off entirely from Japan. Let's switch over on behalf of Japan itself. Well, wait. Nope, for myself. Pass. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take Taiwan. Then we'll switch over to Japan, and I'm going to feed them their land. Hokkaido. Give them this. Now, the good news is most of this should be pretty cheap, because it was their lands to begin with. We'll do this. Oh, I'm scared about passing. Pass. One more time. For Japan, take these. Okay. We can get the rest of that at least. I'll feed them that. Okay. And then for myself, we actually have way more war score than I need. So we'll just take these islands so I can have a little bit of naval presence. Is that it? Iwo Jima. Wait, what am I missing? What am I missing? End turn. Oh, that was it. Okay. All right. All right, Soviets, you've screwed with me. We took 33 states. That's pretty good. Chinese People's Republic? No! No, 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 no. You can't be the Chinese People's Republic. I'm the People's Republic of China. Or at least I'm going to be. No! They've created their own People's Republic. The good news is we also have a Japanese People's Republic, so they're my vassal now. Subject nation, that's kind of fun. But what the crap, man? Can I do something about this? Can I infiltrate you? I can. Wait, launch communist uprising. I don't have anything infiltrated. I can't do anything here. Wait, why can I... Anti-Japanese expeditions up in the Free Democratic People's Republic of Manchukuo. I can still infiltrate this? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's weird. They're not Japanese, but I can still infiltrate them. Okay, do it. That would give me an automatic casus belli against these guys. Oh, if that's the case, I assumed that once these guys aren't nationalist, these decisions would go away, because it doesn't make sense. They're already communist. I don't need a communist uprising. But apparently, I could. So if I had left these guys with a state up here that I could infiltrate, would I have been able to launch a communist uprising war against them? I think I would have. Oh, that is weird. That is really bizarre. All right, we're going to edit this front line. We're going to do front line there. Then we're going to do a front line through here. No, not against that. Front line here. And we're going to split up some troops. We're going to have all of you assigned here with the exception of a few who are going to go here. We're going to set up a new offensive line like this. Okay. Dominate Japan, national focus. Hooray! We did it! And the games are concluded in the Olympiad. Great timing. All right. How are we going to do this? Somehow, if I want to form China, I now have to fight the Soviet Union. I know. It's ridiculous. Better artillery, doctrines, no. Engineering, encryption, decryption. We could go for construction tech, which is not a bad idea. Is there something better for me right now? We don't have any planes or ships. And I'm probably never going to. We could start working toward the advanced artillery, though. And maybe that's a better choice. All right. Okay. The Chinese People's Republic. So what's going to happen, then, with the Marxism with Chinese characteristics? It says that I could create my own faction. Do I want to create my own faction? I could leave Comintern right now. I'm curious about that, actually. But if I do... Okay, here's the thought. Wait a minute. How are we going to expand here? If I want to take over China, I have to fight the Soviet Union. That is non-negotiable. If that is the case, and I form my own faction, I'm alone with my subject of Japan, and that's not all that good. Alternatively, if I stay in Comintern for a bit, maybe the Soviets will do something stupid and provoke the Allies. At which point, I do not join the war, I leave Comintern, declare war on one of his Marxist vassals, because I do have some war goals, and then maybe I'd get called into the Allies. Ooh, that would be weird, right? The People's Republic of China, part of the Democratic Allies fighting the Soviet Union, and I can take over everything here? Ooh. That's weird and completely ahistorical, but it'd be really fun to do that. I kind of like the idea, to be honest. Maybe we will. Maybe we will do exactly that. First things first, we're going to go ahead and set up a front line against Xinjiang. Specifically only against... Nope. Hold. All of you are going to get assigned here. Edit mode. I only want my borders to be with my land. There we go. And you're going to have an offensive line here. Okay. This is already a thing. The Red Army we could use to take over the Chinese People's Republic, which we'll do here, and say the offensive line is to this. The Red Army taking over the rest of China. It makes sense, right? Blue Army, front line against Manchukuo? Nope, wait. That's not right. Blue Army, front line against Manchukuo. And all of you have to get assigned to this now. And then once we are done with the Guanxi clique, we'll need to figure out what to do with the Teal Army. The Teal Army we could apply up toward Mongolia, or we could go against Yunnan, who we do actually have a war goal against, so that would make sense. Okay. In the meantime, how are we looking as far as our artillery? Pretty darn good. So I'm going to start switching out some of our armies. The Red Army is not a big deal right now. We can go ahead and start switching. Wait, these are some... Who are these guys? These aren't mine, are they? We would lose these troops if we go to war with Xinjiang. Well, let's go ahead and start switching out some of these infantry units for artillery-heavy versions. They'll be better for assault, while my full infantry will be better for defense. Blue Army will do something similar. So we'll do this. Artillery. I mean, we should have enough artillery to do this. Plenty, in fact. Plenty of artillery to do this. This is a lot of volunteers as well that will leave if we go to war. So I need to start training up some more troops. And that means we're going to train up some motorized. Let's train a bunch. Set them up over here. We'll keep training up some of these guys. I'm going to train up some of these guys as well. We have plenty of manpower, so now is the time to start really ramping things up, I think. Okay, troops are getting in position. We can declare war on these guys right now. They're not a part of anything. I don't think they're going to join a faction. And we're not going to call in our allies. We're just going to do this on our own with no help. That's fine, right? I think so. Go. We will call in Japan. They're my subject. They kind of have to. And I'm going to tell you to push. All right. What just happened? I think it just said that Japan joined. I didn't read it. Advanced fire bases is done. Good. Shock and awe. Better soft and hard attack for everybody, plus some better artillery with the breakthrough technique. Perfect. No, do not join my wars. We're just going to kill the Guanxi clique on my own. What the... What? Hello? What? What? Okay, am I an idiot or is the game just screwing me now? Why did my subject sign a white peace and then I got kicked out of the war? What? Did it create a new faction? No, see, I'm still a part of Comintern. Okay, I have no idea what's going on there. I swear to God it did kick me out of that in one of my test games. I don't know what's happened. It's completely different now. Unassigned divisions, you're going to go here. What the heck, Japan? Why are you allowed to do that? I don't think you should be. Landing craft are upgraded. Great. For all the good that'll do me. Let's go for the improved infantry equipment. Now I can't even kill these guys. Oh, good God. I just lost my war goal, too, because they signed a peace deal. Tell me how that's supposed to make sense. All right. We're going to justify our own war goal, then. We're going to wait until the Soviets do something stupid. Currently, they actually are justifying a war goal against Finland, who I think is not a member of anything, so that won't matter. The goal is for the Soviets to attack somebody who is a member of the Allies, or at least defended by an ally. And nobody is guaranteeing the independence of Finland at the moment, so that's not going to be a thing for a while. All right, I'm a little bit angry, actually. I am a little on the angry side now. Far as I can tell, that should not have happened. It could be that I'm an idiot. Could entirely be that I'm an idiot. And people will undoubtedly tell me so in the comment section below. But I'm a little peeved. Just a wee little bit. All right, let's go ahead and take some of these guys and start switching them out with artillery as well. It's not going to hurt me much to do so. We do not have any anti-tank. That's what we're losing right now. That's fine, though. We should be able to ramp that up. I lost a lot of my factories. Aha. Okay, let's reduce this. We don't need as much support equipment. We can stop producing... We can probably stop producing so much infantry equipment. And you know what? Even less support equipment. There we go. Now we're producing some anti-tank again. Yeah, I've lost... Oh, gosh, dang it, because they took this part of China. I've lost so many factories. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some of our civilian factories back, since we clearly don't need this much. Stop trading as much there. Get those civilian factories back. Let's just start ramping up our own military factories. I mean, I can make my own sandwich. I am really peeved about this. What the heck? Clearly, I shouldn't have called in Japan. Had I known that would happen, I wouldn't have called them in. I don't understand how a subject nation could have. If you do know, I mean, again, if I'm exposing my ignorance and making myself like an idiot, I'll just accept that right now, because this is legitimately confusing. If you know what happened, let me know in the comment section below. I don't know. I promise I'm not an idiot at Hoi 4. But there are still things that I am learning about the game, because I've only done, like, what, 3 or 4 campaigns now? And 2 of those were modded, so... I don't know. Maybe I am missing something obvious. And if that is the case, I'd like to know so I can learn, so I can avoid this mistake in the future. All right, we're doing a pretty good job training up some artillery and motorized division. What is my current... Extensive conscription. We actually could reduce this, believe it or not, to volunteer only. I'd lose a lot of manpower, but I have so much it doesn't matter, and we could train faster. That said, I think I'll just leave it as it is. Field hospital is done. Great. We can use that to start saving a lot of manpower. And, perhaps more importantly, since manpower is not my issue, we will lose experience from casualties a lot slower. So we'll retain more of that, which is good. Still working on tanks. Still working on that. I could go for more encryption and decryption tech, but right now, let's go ahead and ramp up our construction tech. Since I'm clearly missing out on a lot of stuff. Oy vey. Oy vey. All right. It's fine, though. It's fine, though. We're definitely more powerful than we were at the beginning of the game. And here's the thing, right? I did say that there were 3 viable options. Work with the Soviets to kill Japan. Work with the Chinese to fight off Japan, or integrate with the Chinese government and try to subvert it from within. Those are the 3 paths. We didn't go for the stuff against Japan. There was a misunderstanding, but that's fine. I was going to go for the Soviet path anyway. And at the end of the day, from my test games, I have come out of this with far more than when I had the Republic of China leading the faction against Japan. I have come out stronger than before. This whole weird subversion thing is bizarre, and I guess... Oh, wait a minute. Well, this is one thing we could do, is stage an incident. I don't think that's worth it, though. Let's continue infiltrating so that I can declare an instant war. I mean, this is a thing. Now I can just declare war on the Soviets anytime I want. Isn't that awkward? You know, I wonder... Huh. They are a puppet of the Soviets. So would they automatically join in? They're not an ally. Would they automatically call in the Soviets? Or... Because we're both part of Comintern, do I have a legitimate casus belli and the Soviets would be like, maybe. All right, let's go ahead and start researching a medium tank so I can work on that. We'll replace this tank, not that it really matters. But there we go. We are still building up our stockpile of towed anti-tank yet again. Proclaim the People's Republic of China. There, see? The People's Republic of China versus the Chinese People's Republic. There is a difference. Now we can go for a socialist market economy. This would get rid of recovery from the Long March, which would increase my construction speed by, I think, 25%, and my factory output by 10%. So that's pretty good. We definitely want to get that. Now we finally can. We're the People's Republic of China. We just have to depose the pretenders, is what I'm learning out of this. There we go. In a triumphant speech, Mao Zedong declared that the Chinese people have stood up and delivered the communists to victory in the Chinese Civil War. With the nationalists in full retreat, the Communist Party has at last secured victory after decades of strife. Henceforth, what was previously a small rebel group hiding in a remote mountain village has become a full-fledged government in a People's Republic of China. A great, great day for me. Now we can declare the war. I'm not going to call in any allies, because screw you, Japan, and we're just gonna frickin' murder you. Okay, we're gonna take this. No, don't join my wars. I hate all of you. No one else is allowed to have war score. This whole thing is mine. I'm not sharing. We actually don't need to have this border right here, I just realized. Let's bump this back a little bit. If we don't call in any allies, then we can't go and use their territory. All right. We're not making very successful pushes against here, which surprises me, but we're getting some progress over here. I think it's the mountains, once again. The mountains are being awkward. Can we get a reinforcement in here real quick? Just to defend? Wait. There we go. Defended. Aha. We'll entrench. Nothing you can do about it. I hope. I don't know. All right. We're going to finish these guys off. We're going to finally take over this part. Then we'll have the Chinese People's Republic completely surrounded. How are we doing with relations with the United States? They do actually like me. Oh, good. Okay. So we've gotten to a point where we actually could start doing some new national focuses, and the same with France. Well, that's kind of cool. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and improve relations with the British. Why? Because I think there's a very good chance now that I'm going to end up joining the Allies just so I can beat the ever-loving crud out of the Soviets. And a white peace with Finland, you did nothing. I don't understand why the AI does that. Quite frequently they seem to. What's this? What does this do? The Comintern. World tension. Ah, communism support in the United Kingdom and France. That's what you're going for. Okay, but it's not going to, like, join us all under one super banner. That's fine. That is fine. All right, Soviets, do something to provoke the Allies. Then I will backstab you. Because Maoism is the only legitimate form of communism, okay? None of this Marxist crap. We've updated. That's what I'm going for. We're going to go ahead and finish this off in the next video, though. Let me know what you guys think. Am I on the right track here? Do you think it makes sense to try and maneuver this in such a way that we can use the Allies against the Soviets? Because here's the thing. I'm not going for a world conquest. I just want to take over China. So the only way I can do that, then, is to fight the Soviet Union. So we should maneuver ourselves in a position where we have as many friends as possible join the Allies, even though we're communist. And that could be a fun way to end the series. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button if you did. Leave your comments with your suggestions. And, of course, subscribe if you are new. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.